Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy. Today we are going to be setting up my monthly trackers using my full hand-drawn bundle. This month the theme is Apple Orchard, which my patrons voted on. So we're going to go ahead and set that up. First, let me just show you kind of what my trackers look like in case you haven't seen it before, but I set them up like this for each month with a set of Waterfall tabs or Dutch doors. So I started in February. I really wish I had started this in January. I was using a disc-bound notebook before that. But this is how all the months so far have looked. As you can see, every month has a different hand-drawn theme. These, by the way, will be available on the 20th of this month for September's kit. If you are part of my Patreon, by the 19th, then you will receive this kit. If you are at the Printable Pal level, you'll receive it digitally. And if there is space in Sticker Club still, if you sign up by the 19th of the month, you will receive this kit. If you sign up on the 20th or later, you will receive the next kit. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started and make this. So I have here a whole bunch of stuff. I have the stickers. We have two different sets of stickers. These ones are for the first time ever on clear sticker paper if you're part of Sticker Club, or purchasing on the 20th or later if I have any left over. And then these ones are paper stickers using the journaling kit. And for the first time ever, these are set up for your boxes to fit the Classic Happy Planner. If you are doing the printable one, print these, like if you're using Cricut, set it up at 5 by 7, so, or 5 by about 7. So set it for 5 inches wide, and this should fit the Happy Planner. Anyways, let's get started. So what I like to do always is set up where I want my pages to be before we get started so I can see how many pages we're doing. Okay, last month I didn't do a goals page, but I think I'd like to this month. Then, of course, we'll do the mood tracker. I think I'm going to skip the habit tracker this month, though, to save a little time, and we're busy. Kids are getting back into school. I'm going to be focusing more on our routines rather than specific habits. So I'm going to set that one aside. By the way, I've printed these using the A5 version. I put out different versions when you purchase it. So there's A5, the different Happy Planner sizes, Daily Grind Planner, etc. So this is the A5 size, and then I cut it down after I print it. I don't have A5 paper. People always ask. I print on 8.5 by 11 and cut it. But I print it on sticker paper, though, so that I can just stick it in here. Okay, I don't use the water tracker right now. I know some people do. Nor do I use the sleep tracker right now. Gratitude log we will use. I'm just not sure where yet. And instead of the workout log, I want to put monthly miles here. I'm liking that one. That's a newer page. Okay, then we'll do gratitude here. I'm going to make my own page for it, but yeah. And then let's do self-care bingo, and again, make my own page for it. And then here we can do notes and month in review. That's great. That's a lot of pages. Okay. Okay, so I typically like to start from the back side of this page. It's a little weird. I like to start from the back side of this page so that I know exactly how much space I have with the very first waterfall tab. So I know I cut this to A5 size, but I always cut it down even smaller when I'm putting it into my notebook. And this notebook is an 8 by 8, just so you know. I love this size for this because I have space for all my trackers, and then I still have space to, you know, make the Dutch doors and things like that. So that's pretty fun. So we're going to start on the back side and just make the form of it first before we put down a whole bunch of extra stuff. So these are the tapes I picked out, by the way. These are from Plannything. Plannything is great for getting lots of extra tape designs in all sorts of colors, and you can buy them like one-off, which is pretty cool. You can also sign up for like a washi tape subscription and a planner subscription with stickers and tapes. On the individual items, you can use code Amy Plans Things if you choose to shop. It will not work on the subscription kits, since you're already getting such a great deal. Okay, maybe I should have put down the stickers first to make the Dutch doors, because we're using clear stickers this time. Let's see, these stickers, we'll see how it looks. Okay, we're gonna do one. They do have a little bit of white pigment in it, so I think it's okay on this one. Okay, so we're gonna do it like that so that we know how the front is gonna go. By the way, if you are watching this and don't use trackers, you can still use the same Dutch door concepts that I'm doing here in your own journaling spreads, even if you're not using like trackers and stuff. And if you want to see me use this apple orchard kit, but not in the bullet journal tracker stuff, I do have a video up already making a horizontal Dutch door spread with cuts going this way. It's on the channel already, posted a day or two ago, and that one was pretty fun as well, using the kit in a completely different way. Okay, so as you can see with these stickers, these kits have some that are like mirror images of each other. So those are set up, I mean, you can use them in any notebook, any planner, but they are set up for Dutch doors specifically to make this easy, where I just lay down the matching sticker and it fits. So that's what that's for. I don't need to cut this out this closely to put it on the page, but I do love dot grid, so I like seeing as much as I can of the actual dot grid. And then we will do this page at the end, towards the end, once we know like everything that's happening over here. Okay, so now we've got the goals in. My question is, which one of these is skinnier? The mood tracker is skinnier, so we're going to do the mood tracker next and get that in. By the way, construction going on outside. We just earlier this week had a driveway wall poured. Our driveway was really skinny, and so we expanded the driveway a little bit, and so we have a new wall with concrete pour, everything. The kids were really excited to watch the concrete truck come. But right now my husband is taking down all the retaining structure, the wood that held the concrete wall. So it has to come down. So you'll hear that. But this is a moment that I can film, so we are both being productive in this busy summer, and we just have to deal with it. But we are excited to actually be able to maybe fit a car in the driveway without having to stop and get everything out of the car, and then put everything up in the house, including the kids, and then park the car, because you can only get out one side of the driveway when it's in the driveway. So we'll have a little bit more space now, which is exciting. Okay, that is not even. We're going to move it over just a little bit. Okay, I shouldn't have cut it yet. Ooh, I'm ripping the paper. Okay, we are just going to grab a new strip of washi. going to look before I trim. That is great. That is perfect. Let's think about which one to use. We just used an apple, so maybe an apple slice or maybe a pie. Slices or pies? Or half apple? Let's do the half apple next. And we'll put it, we are trying to just make, how many pages do we have? 1, 2, 3. We have quite a few. So I'm going to put it up here because I don't know exactly where the other one should go. Probably should start putting these down first because the ones with the white aren't as easy. Maybe I can trim this and lift up the sticker. Okay. Can I? Okay, that'll do. That's looking pretty cool. Okay. Here we go. All right. Now we're going to get this one down first and then put down the apple sticker and then put down the washi tape so that I get it in the right order this time. Make it as easy as possible. Okay, so that fits nicely. Okay, right up here, I think. And we said apple slice next. Okay, or apple half next. And then the washi tape. This way I don't have to lift the sticker. I can just put the tape down, then trim the tape. I use the green, yeah. Okay. Okay, so by the way, all the supplies I'm using that I'm not putting on the page, these scissors, I love these little, they're like sewing scissors. They're tiny and cute. These ones are from Journal Say. And everything, all the different brands that I mentioned are linked down below. This is a gyro cut. You guys know that I love my gyro cut. And then these scissors came in a Happy Planner bundle at some point. So that's definitely not available anymore, but you can get similar acrylic scissors at any craft store, at Amazon, all sorts of places. Though the little handle like this is pretty unique. I haven't seen many like that. And this is Cricut Joy sized. It's a cutting mat. And I got a bundle from Journal Say, but I also once found cutting mats that size at the Dollar Tree. So you could check there if you're looking for one. Okay. Perfect. And then the last color I chose was this one with this orange and brown and beige. I thought the beige matched really well with the apple slices. So maybe we'll use some apple slices next. Yeah, not anywhere close to where I need to be. Okay. And also, why am I putting this down first again? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get an apple slice. We're gonna put it here. First, I'm gonna lift this up. I'm learning, you guys. I am figuring this out. All right. Here we go. And trim this. These come together pretty quickly once you've done it a couple of times. Your first time making Dutch doors probably will take a little while, but especially these simplified ones they call waterfall tabs that kind of like just cascade down, go pretty quickly once you've learned the process. All right, there we go. This is looking so cute. Okay, sticker first, then the tape. Okay, and the next page is the gratitude one, which we will pause and not set it up yet because that one just takes a little bit more. So we're gonna finish getting the whole of this like layout done before we add specifics. We're gonna get all the cuts done. Why is this here? Okay. So we're gonna leave that to the side for a minute. Self-care bingo, again, that's gonna be one that we do after the rest of it. So I'm just gonna continue this. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, I need to learn to put things down first. Okay, we're gonna do a pie and put it down here. Let's see how that is. Oh, that's pretty perfect. Look at that. What? Okay. Almost. It's not straight. Can I do a straight line, guys? Okay. There we go. This is so much fun. So this month's theme is Apple Orchard. I'm going to tell you next month's theme because I'm so excited by it and I'm already on track with it, and I just started cutting another page. Oh, we'll have to figure that out. So this month's theme is Apple Orchard. My patrons voted on Fireside Fall for October's theme, and that one is so cute. Now that I'm manufacturing stickers, I have ordered it already, so I'm getting ahead on all my drawing. We're about to vote on November themes. So if you want to help decide suggesting themes and voting on themes, make sure you're over on Patreon. All levels of Patreon get to suggest and vote from the sneak peek squad and up. So make sure you go check that out if you want to help decide on future themes. Okay, so this one's self-care bingo. And then the next one is the last page, and we have to figure out that cut that I just did. Oh, man. Okay, we will. Okay, we've got the red. So I feel a little behind on filming. This week, our toddler got a stomach bug, so it was kind of just everything else on hold while we dealt with all of that. But it was the first time anyone in our family had been sick in like 4 months. We had had a pretty good track record there for a bit. But now I finally have a moment to do this, and we are just going for it. I'm ready to set up for September. I'm ready to be in September, you guys. I want fall. Okay, apple core, full apple. I think the full apple to get some more red up here. Do I just want to put the apple way up here to get this covered? That's a good idea. Okay, it's just gonna go off the top of the page. I don't necessarily want to do it there, but at the same time I do, because I want to cover the little mistake cut that I made. Okay, this is so fun. All right. Sorry again for all the noise in this video. It just had to happen today. I am counting down the days till September when the kids are in school and projects start, you know, lessening. We're getting as much done as we can in the summer when we can get projects done before the rain comes. And then after that, things are going to be chill. And where did my sticker go? Here it is. Things are going to be chill, and I'm going to have work time, and both kids will be out of the house every single day so that I can do some work time. It's going to be nice and quiet. I am just stoked for that. It's going to be different. Those of you with kids, when any or all kids that you had finally were out of the house each day for a little while, I'm sure it's a weird transition. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of feelings both ways. Excitement, and then also missing them. We had my daughter, she had kindergarten last year, so we got a little used to it, but she was home more than my son was when she was his age. So it's just a little different now. But also, you know, height of the pandemic and all that, we were all home a lot. Okay, so this is gonna go like that. But we'll do that in a minute. And then this will fit right in, perfect. We're gonna get one last bit of washi tape down and then grab a little scrapbook paper to fill the edges. That's what I usually do. The scrapbook paper comes as part of the full bundle, or you can buy the scrapbook paper on its own, and you can buy the stickers on their own too if you don't want the trackers. But you save a little bit if you get the full set, if you're wanting to use all of the full set. You also get some planner pages. Those ones don't come in anything else other than the full bundle. Okay, so this one we are not cutting down the sides, and we are going to put some scrapbook paper right on the edge. So let's look at all of this and decide which one. So in the scrapbook paper, there's always some just patterns that match the colors and some of the designs. So we've got trees and all the things you make from the apples. We've got patterns. I'm trying to decide what I want. Maybe these apples, but maybe just the red kind of plaid style. These ones have the right color balance, I think, for how this is, but which one do I want? I think I want the apples. So what I like to do for this is grab my tiny paper cutter and stick down the paper over like cut more off than I need so that I can trim along the edge after I stick it down. So we're gonna stick it down and then trim off all the excess. I'm gonna cut another section too for that side. We're gonna need more because it's gonna be a bigger section. So let's just make a really large piece that we'll check later. Okay. So with this, we need double-sided tape. I like the AdTech tape because it comes apart and you can do refills instead of buying a new case every time. So that works pretty well. Okay, then I'm just gonna tape all over this page and stick this down, making sure that the white edges are not coming over the page. And then I'm gonna trim everything. I was angling my body, feeling more and more awkward and at an angle, and then I realized I could just move the notebook. Okay. That looks so cute. Look at that. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing on the front and then go in and finish the last pages and things. So we're gonna put that in a minute. First, we need to figure out where to put the last piece of tape. Right there. And then we're gonna do the same thing as before, where we put all the tape down and then lay down the scrapbook paper. You can also print it on sticker paper so that you don't have to use double-sided tape. I don't, just because my printer takes forever when I select the matte photo paper, which I find is the best printing option on my printer, and it takes forever to print. So it's a lot faster to print when I'm using just regular paper. So that's why my scrapbook paper is on regular paper. But if it could be on stickers, I would prefer that, I think, every single time. Let me know what you think. Do you want your scrapbook paper to be on sticker paper, or do you want it on regular paper? We have so many scraps here, you guys. Sorry, the desk is so messy. Okay, this looks so cute. Okay, we're gonna put this down. I think we might swap for this page where the quote is and where the design is. So I'm gonna cut them out separately. All right, and I'm thinking just like this. What do you guys think? Or should it be like this? Or like... I like it like that so that there's just some balance that way. I don't know. I'm feeling indecisive. So we're just gonna stop thinking about it and just do it and be done with the decision. Look at that. That is so cute. Okay. Finding where we are. Right here, gratitude log. So this is set up really nicely just for a one-page gratitude thing, but I've found I like doing a two-page one in my journal, in this notebook. So I usually cut out the title, and then I go ahead and use the journaling stickers to get the 1 through 30 or 1 through 31 stickers across the 2 pages. So the journaling stickers are here. We're going to go ahead and grab all of these. I typically do every other dot grid line so that I have 2 lines to write if I need it, and it spreads it out nicely and gives me some good space. Sometimes I like to use highlighter and highlight the same colors across each line, like matching the yellow and the red and so on. I think we might do that today. We haven't done that in a while. My numbers are kind of coming to the side a little bit. I'm gonna try to straighten them. That's fun. Okay. That's halfway through. September's 30 days, so we are gonna not use the 31. I always put 31 here because I know that sometimes people are gonna use these stickers for some other month. And so the only thing that has September on it are the monthly trackers and then these 2 boxes. Everything else really can transfer to other months. So definitely, you don't have to use it in September. That sticker had a little problem, sad day, but we'll just put a little sticky and fix it. Stickers can be unpredictable sometimes. Okay, do I have the mild liners that I need? Mild liners are my preferred highlighters. You can use any highlighter or any marker, Tombow dual brush pens, whatever you want. But I tend to use mild liners when working in my journal. So let's just see if I have the colors. Okay, you'll see me reaching across. My pen bucket is right there. This is a beige. This is a lighter beige. Here's a piece of paper. Let's see. Yeah, the lighter beige is the one to go with. It's going to be harder to show up in photos, so I tend not to use it. But in person, it's going to look way better. Are these the same or are they different? They're the same. Okay. And then the yellow that's sitting up on my other desk. I have 2 craft desks. One for filming here and one that is for printing and cutting and all those things. So I always turn my notebook sideways when I'm drawing lines. It's still not perfect at lines. It's perfectly imperfect is what my friend Jess, Knit Plan Jess, said. And pulling down helps make straighter lines. But it's never going to be perfect unless you use a ruler. I don't like using the ruler too much just because it really slows me down and I'm too impatient for that. But also, I think there's a fun quality of having things look like you actually touched them and used them. And so having the lines slightly imperfect just really adds to it, I think. I don't know. I like it. If it bugs you and you're doing this, then go ahead and grab a ruler to use. Going right on the edge is also hard to keep a straight line. So turn it around so your hand can fully rest on the notebook. All right. Let's go ahead and start up here this time. I'm looking at how much left we have in this notebook, and I don't know if we're going to get all the way through it by the end of the year, but I think I will be starting a new notebook in January. So it's like, for the trackers at least, I start at the beginning of the year. With my creative journal, the one that I do all the Dutch doors and then write in it, that one I don't care. I totally put this on the wrong line. We're going to make this one double thick because that one started on the wrong line. Okay. Oh well. See, perfectly imperfect. My creative journal, I like to just use and then start a new one whenever I finish it, so each one is full. This one, I think I would like to have be like a yearly thing, so one notebook a year. So I think come January, I'll start a new notebook. I don't think I'll finish it, but that's all right. All right, so there it is, perfectly imperfect with mistakes and all, but still it looks lovely. It's gonna serve its purpose, and that's awesome. Okay, this one is self-care bingo. What I started doing, well, first of all, if you're new to self-care bingo, it is something where I started doing it because I was super busy. I was a new mom. I was focused on all these things. The pandemic was happening. I, wasn't seeing a bunch of friends, all this stuff. And I just needed a reason to focus on myself and give me some time. And so doing self-care bingo was a way to do that. I try to get a bingo somewhere, and all of this on here are self-care prompts. So I try to put in things that are a mixture of all the different types of self-care you could have. So like call a friend or loved one. That one's going to be a social self-care. Cook using seasonal produce. That's going to be a physical self-care because you're doing something good for your body. Same with the hydration. The journaling prompt, that's going to be good for your mental health care. So, or mental self-care. So like all of these go in all the different categories of self-care, and it's super fun. But what I've been doing lately is instead of one page, I do 2 pages because I've been adding all the journaling prompts in here. And so then we go ahead and put some boxes down and put them so that we can journal using the journaling prompts right here next to the self-care bingo. So then I have, a lot of things written down and journaled about in here as well. So it's been pretty cool to do it that way. And as always, all my boxes I'm layering. And making these little things with. Okay, so we have those. Let's go ahead. Use this washi strip because it matches the scrapbook paper. It's curling up on itself though, come on. And we're gonna put it here, and I'll trim it right at the edge. This is a washi cutter. Even like a credit card or gift card will work for that. All right, and then we're gonna put one right here. If you've been using these notebooks, or not notebooks, if you've been using my trackers and stickers for a while, you'll notice that the boxes look different. I simplified them and made them fit the classic Happy Planner. So these boxes and these boxes line up, with the weekly layout now, which is super cool. Do I want to put something here? No, we'll leave it blank. Okay. Now month in review and notes page. Let's get that down. This is all coming along so well. All right, so we've got that. We need to trim the month in review a little bit to make it fit. There we go. All right, so with the notes page, I can put down some boxes too. I usually use the notes page to note down things that like my kids did. Like if my son started speaking a lot more, doing something really cute. If like when my daughter finished kindergarten, I wrote that down. Any big milestone type things that they reach, I've tended to put in here. Okay, we are gonna trim both sides of this. There we go, and we can put some boxes down and also some little ephemera pieces to go with it. Okay, we're gonna put this one at an angle like that and do this one at an angle too. I just think it's a fun little look. And then we'll put something right here as well. Let's see, we haven't used the tan one yet. So since we used the mild liners on the other page, what I'm gonna do is use the mild liners here too. Sometimes I just like to add a little pop of color by outlining inside the boxes. There's no real reason why, like it doesn't add any structure to it. It doesn't do much of anything, but it's just a little pop of color. And I like that. And again, perfectly imperfect where the lines are not straight and it's not right up to the edge of the box and all that. But it just adds a little character. Especially that one. Oh my gosh. Trying to draw a line in here through it. It's not working great, but again, perfectly imperfect is part of the experience and the creation. There we go. Okay, let's see. Anything else I need to stick in? Nope. Okay, let's add a few more stickers. Like I'd like to use these stickers somewhere. Maybe down here because we have this extra space. Let's get a few things down here. Okay, do I want anything here? Maybe a tree. Down there, so it's not taking up space. Okay. All right, I think we're good. All right, so here is the finished Dutch Store Waterfall tab, monthly tracker, spread, whatever you want to call it. As a reminder, these stickers will be available on August 20th. Here's something I need to fix. And then you can grab it as a printable or physical stickers. Physical stickers I have more of than I have had in the past, but they are limited still. So make sure you grab those if you're seeing this and want to make sure that you grab it. See if you can sign up for my sticker club because those are the ones that get the stickers first and get to help select what future themes will be. All right, thanks so much for watching and I'll see you all next time. Bye.